Добро пожаловать на стрим канала Китлок. Надеюсь, вы хорошо проведете время. Сегодня мы будем стримить игру Shredder Revenge. Приятного вам всем просмотра. Ну а я передаю слово автору. Как вы могли заметить, это не стрим, а запись. Приносим свои извинения, если хотели увидеть все в реальном времени и поболтать с автором. Но все же, поболтать с автором вы сможете.
Да. Как давно я ждал того момента, случая, когда, собственно, наконец-то сыграю вот в эту игру на ПК. Так называемые эмуляторы не в счет, если что. Именно полноценная ПК этот вот, как правильно сказать-то, порт, во, точно. Чуть не забыл это слово. На ПК-порт. Полноценный, без этих вот, как я уже говорил ранее, без эмуляторов. И, собственно, в один момент уже настал день, по крайней мере, так говорит мой двоюродный, что вот наконец-то уже сделали на ПК, и, собственно, он мне и дал эту игру. Чтобы я еще и стримил, хотя сейчас постримить немножечко неудобно на этом ПК, в котором я сейчас, как говорится, играю. По большей части из-за того, что гребаный драйвер может мне все испортить. Поэтому я до сих пор не решаюсь на полноценный стрим. Хотя, конечно же, хочется. Ах, не представляете, как хочется. Но подстраховка, как говорится, не помешает. Да и, собственно, кто знает, какими еще последствиями этот гребаный драйвер мне тут устроит после всего этого. Я, если честно, не помню, когда я, собственно, увидел вот эту вот игру. Я всегда считал его так называемым GTA в Диком Западе. Да и, собственно, не только я, как я понял, так называют его. Но, собственно, я у кого-то видел, что тут уже даже вторая часть появилась. И что-то как-то душновато вторая получилась, как по мне. Поэтому уж не просите меня делать вторую часть, ну нафиг с такими. То ли затянутости, или же... Как это правильно сказать-то? Ну, короче, просто с его душными моментами, а их там прям полно. Это... Ну, скажу честно, все эти душные, так сказать, игры не для меня. Я их всегда считаю... Не так. Я их всегда считаю как плохими играми, во. Это я еще, так сказать, смягчил это все название. Поэтому, скорее всего, вряд ли вторая часть будет. И даже не просите, ну нафиг мне потом уже портить себе моменты, портить себе отношения с какой-либо игрой. Хотя не сказать, что и так сейчас с той игрой хорошие отношения. Ну и же, как правильно сказать-то, буду относиться к ней положительно, во. Давайте-ка так это скажем. Гребаная ж моя память. И, собственно, как я уже хотел... Как я уже... Блин, все слова перепуталось. Как я уже, собственно, и говорил, все желал того момента, чтобы я в него наконец-то смог сыграть. И вот, наконец-то, этот случай, как говорится, произошел. Полноценно, на ПК, без эмуляторов. И где-то я, походу, то ли скрикнул, то ли еще что-то. Ну, по крайней мере, мой этот микшер, можно так сказать, своего шумоподавитель так говорит. Хотя давайте-ка я немножечко проверю-ка его звуки. Точнее, громкость микрофона, а то... Я очень как старался сделать все, чтобы она работала адекватно, но что-то то ли не то, то ли походу, что... Извините за некоторые шумы, если вы это услышали. Расположение самого микрофона. Так, надеюсь, что вот так нормально. Хотя в целом ничего, как говорится, не поменялось. Да и, собственно, еще некоторые моменты, что... Так, это как у нас тут? Ага. Некоторые моменты имеются, связанные с другим прибором. Не, программой, вот что, путаю слова опять. Что в этом программе делать так, чтобы громкость была как бы сбалансирована, или же просто тупо не поднималась слишком высоко. Ну и же сказать коротко, чтобы темп моего голоса был как-то ровным, а то ли я громко, то ли тихим. Я эту проблему все никак не мог решить. Конечно, было одно средство, но то уже с высоким громкостью уже проблема. Ну, то есть я порой бываю слишком громким из-за того, чтобы хоть как-то это все сбалансировать, то ли еще что-то. Да. Проблема с микрофоном — это моя, как говорится, проклятие. Проклятие? Я это слово хоть правильно произнес? Так называемое, или как некоторые его называют, проклятие. Вот это вроде получше звучит, но не уверен, если честно. И еще вот, как я заметил в одном игре, если, конечно, этот момент видели где-то, что в том игре игра как бы бывает довольно громче, чем, собственно, я. А, хотя еще и там игра. И, собственно, хочу найти правильную настройку звука для игры и, собственно, меня. Но просто прикол в том, что в таком моменте мне нужно еще снизить громкость игры, чтобы вот такой момент, чтобы я был тихим, из-за этого не было. Куда, блин, тише. Ладно, что-то я немножечко затянул начало, поэтому давайте-ка, собственно, начнем. Так, обычный хардкор. О, об этом я слышал. Говорят, что там это зомби-режим. Так, обычный хардкор. Давайте хардкор.
Hey, watch it, mister. Read all about it. Bill Williamson's gang terrorized.
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we helped the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently. The Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other, and who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Извини, что не комментировал, просто, как я уже не раз говорил, вот моменты, связанные с диалогами и прочее, я предпочитаю молчать, чтобы не мешать наслаждаться этими моментами, собственно. Поэтому не удивляйтесь, что я буду тут часто по большей части как молчать, ибо сейчас момент будет именно связан с сюжетом. И по большей части вроде бы как игра на сюжет, но и свои, так сказать, активности тоже имеются. И скажу честно, я как-то играл его у кого-то. Скорее всего, у двоюродного, но я уже не помню точно. И да, я еще скажу честно, немножечко играл на проверку, чтобы кое-что проверить. И некоторые я все-таки управление решил поменять, чтобы было, так сказать, комфортно. Или же, чтобы вот эта вот фигня меня не бесила. Да ладно. А, нет, все-таки бесит. Все-таки бесит. Думаю, вы догадались, про что я имел в виду. И из-за этого я немножечко решил в этом моменте в определенном месте, так сказать, поменять раскладку, чтобы вот таких моментов не было. Ладно, у нас как-никак время идет в плане вот это вот. Поэтому не будем зря его тратить, и чтобы все было так, как игра была задумана. Во времена перепогодья. Ну, короче, чтобы было так же, как и изначально разрабы задумывались. Ну, в моменте... Блин, я пытаюсь как-то правильно сказать, да только забываю то ли слова, то ли еще что-то. Ладно, короче, проехали и идем дальше.
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Not a lot of business at the Gypsy Road.
Mighty fine evening. Well, here, let's mount up and hit the trail. Is that right? Take it easy until we're out of town. Ain't no point in causing a ruckus. So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as most readers back to. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hold up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
Giddy up. You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Not far now, Mr. Marston. The fort's just over this hill. Slow now. Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercy. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Come on.
come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane. Miss Bonnie McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Вроде сейчас можно говорить, хотя я бы промолчал бы. А зачем еще раз эти вот уроки ходьбы, когда уже была урок ходьбы? Ох уж эти странные моменты с обучениями. Обучают тогда, когда уже обучали. Да, вот я и поболтал, как говорится.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here. There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
I picked out a fine horse for you. Let's make a tour of the ranch so you can get your bearings.
Go!
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
Come on, boy. And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. Giddy up! That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better. That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
Come on, this is the only chance you're gonna get to rest. How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. We'd best get moving. This is a dangerous time of night for us. Let's go. Keep your eyes open and try not to get yourself shot again. Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team. believe it. Those damn rabbits are back. Give me a hand with them, will you? Let's see that rifle. I want a couple of these for the pot. Better at shooting rabbits than outlaws, I think. Good shot. Nice shooting. That's it. Kill those little varmints. Got one. You're a good shot, Mr. Marston. That rabbits didn't stand a chance. Let's get back on the horses and see what else is going on. We should keep moving. There's still a ways to go. If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Look out! Coyotes! Shoot them before they get to the animals. Easy now. Hurry! I bet they're going straight for the chicken.
Come on.
Mr. Marston. Well, we got rid of the coyotes. I just wish we'd saved all the chickens. Come on, I'll show you the way to your room. You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland. I'm gonna show Mr. McFarland I'm the best there is. I believe that
Ну, как-то так, собственно. Ну, а теперь сохранится. Что же еще, как говорится. Ну, это, скорее всего, вряд ли, потому что для меня как бы важен геймплей, а не сам лор какой-либо игры. Как-то так. Так, ячейки сохранения. Ну, думаю, первую возьму. Я не буду показывать постоянно, как это сохраняюсь на всякие пожарные. Но как это выглядит, хотя бы вы будете, как говорится, знать. Так, ну что ж, пора двигаться. И скажу честно, кое-что еще мне нужно заполучить в этом игре. Потому что я как-то припоминаю, когда я играл там, была одна вещь, которая меня очень заинтересовала. В данном случае костюмы. Там это написано. Вот. Да, вот это вот. У него очень прикольная пассивка, что ли, или как это правильно сказать-то? Ну, короче, у него имеется прикольный прикол. Ну, короче, вот это вот смертельный глаз, или как это называется, я уж забыл его название. Вот эта штука как раз заряжает его быстрее. Это мне и нравится, поэтому по большей части, по мере возможного, так сказать, буду, собственно, стараться все это раздобыть. Все вот это вот. Потому что без него будет как-то все не то. Да и, собственно, эта штука, уверен, меня будет спасать немало раз. Опыты в Colors это мне подтвердит, или как правильно сказать-то? Ну, короче, применяя вот эту способность, я там очень часто использовал, но по большей части. И поэтому такая штука и здесь мне тоже будет помогать, как говорится, не один раз. Поэтому, собственно, как-то так. Ну ладно, пора, собственно, двигаться дальше. 10-я винда опять решил мне тут буянить с настройками громкости микрофона, поэтому пришлось немножко его, так сказать, подкорректировать. Если не ошибаюсь, мне нужно было прийти туда еще попозже, верно? Потому что, припоминаю, какой-то там прикол имеется. Но не помню точно какой.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Uильямсон or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts. Come on, boy.
Yeah.
Whoa. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland. Come on. Should I wait for you to catch up? I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarland. How you doing back there? Are you saving the best for last? Would you like me to slow down? Come on. Let's go.
was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
Ну, он подождет, потому что одна миссия очень уж слишком близкая.
Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Take the reins, Mr. Marston. You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. The kind of fella laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire livelihood.
We go way back, and I didn't have a lot of choice.
I'd be getting back there if I was you.
That's what I'm trying to do, miss.
So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
The whole town needs my expertise today.
Hello, sir.
I got stock of them electric belts if you need to lose weight.
Any trouble, let me know.
Much obliged.
Did you hear about the savages attacking?
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
Да, вот только недвижимость стоит денег. А у меня пока таких денег немного, так сказать. А если сказать точнее, когда эта надпись исчезнет, неинтересно, потому что не хочу портить ничего. Денег вообще нет. Так что о покупке можно пока что только мечтать. Ладно, давайте-ка сперва сюда заглянем. Чтобы сыграть, мне нужны деньги. Поэтому об этом опять-таки можно только лишь мечтать.
Excuse me.
Hey, hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! And what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them, one of them Williamson boys.
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come on, what, you getting kicked with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister. And I'm here, doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
Come on then, Marston. Follow me.
Howdy.
So who we looking for?
Bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers and armadillos spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. The way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
I do what I can, Mr. Marston. We ain't the government.
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Mount up, Marston. Walton's our man. Damn, he's seen it. Come on, don't lose it.
General store says they're waiting on a shipment of canned goods.
Why you always talking about this person and that person?
Come on. If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's a start, but there's plenty more where he came from. Come on. Hold up, Marston. He must be at the old Pleasance house. Probably best we take it on foot from here.
Slow down!
Looks like we got company, boys.
Damn! Take cover! We'll work our way up this hill.
Over here, foot.
Marston, I got you covered. Move up to that wagon. There's one behind. Take him down. Get to that crate. I got you covered. Watch out for that. I'll keep you covered. Take cover behind the outhouse. Careful, there may be more of them. Why don't you try pointing it at somebody before you pull the trigger, genius? Just walk left now. Walton, your killing days are over. It'll be trial and the rope for you.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend, I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Oh, there.
Так. А там то ли 50, то ли 30 требуется, верно? Так что давайте-ка обыщем этих вот братцев. Если повезет, то еще и деньжат раздобуду. А еще и, конечно же, патроны. Куда без патронов-то? Кто ж тут в здравом уме в Диком Западе будет гулять без патронов? Когда тут все пытается тебя убить. Почти буквально, блин. Интересно, успели я на перестрелку? Блин, не успел. Эх, прости, братец. Я просто не видел, где второй был. Поэтому получилось так. Ну, зато хоть 30-ка имеется. Так что, как говорится, не все так плохо. Так, ну, давайте-ка на своем лошади, собственно. Если я правильно помню, имеется тут какой-то прикол с лошадями. Ты когда сидишь и катаешься на определенном братце. Братсконе. Так, сейчас проверю, смогу ли я сейчас... кстати, сколько времени? Ага. Смогу ли я сейчас, собственно, купить и, так сказать, сохраниться. Шли о том, что сохранюсь именно вот так. Так, спрячь-ка, чтобы людей не пугать, как говорится. Спокойно, все целые, пальцы никто не переломал. Конечности, кстати говоря, тоже. Я тут кое-что хочу проверить у вас тут, поэтому, как говорится, не возражайте, если я войду в ваш салон. Момент, кажется, я планировал. Ага. 50 требуется. Вот так так.
Maybe it's time to think about a different line of business. What have you got for me?
Так, спокойно. Я тут избавился от одного недоброжелателя, так что спокойно. Как говорится, спокойно. Пожалуйста. Так. Надеюсь, я не пожалею, что я сделал вот так. И, собственно, надеяться на то, что разделение записи ничего плохому не приведет, так сказать. О.
My boy!
Who did?
He's missing. He's only a youngster. My boy is missing.
Where? Who took him?
Them people in the hills. Them hills near Hanging Rock. They took it.
Can't the police force help you?
Oh, they can't even help themselves. Please, sir. My son is missing. I need your help.
If I find him, I'll bring him back to you.
Так, дай-ка ко мне. Это очень важная часть для костюма, как-никак. Поэтому, как говорится, по возможности сразу берусь за это. Так, если не ошибаюсь, можно даже вот так сделать. О! О! Вот этот момент, что после этого выносливость у моего коня, так сказать, на котором я, как говорится, сейчас катаюсь, повышается. Что, собственно, хорошо для меня. Так. Ага, почти прибыл. Это где-то здесь. Ага. Так, сейчас уберу. Что ж, теперь вернемся к нашему маршалу. Продолжим ему помогать, ибо это тоже важно для раскрытия кое-чего. В данном случае вот эти вот миссии, которые я сейчас выполнил, связанные с незнакомцами, так сказать. Так, что там опять? Нет, да. Тут мешать не буду. Там всегда заканчивается тем, что его поймают. Я, по крайней мере, припоминаю. По крайней мере, из тестов, так сказать. Или это было тогда, когда... Я точно не помню, но... После того момента, когда я в их стрелял, то считался я как бы преступником. Как-то так.
Hello? Hello? Is Armadillo 731? What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. If it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of theys.
Yeah. I remember when we first got here. We used to consider people from Dade County to be exotic. Now guys can get here from the Midwest, and they can do it in 6 days.
Things have changed.
They've gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshall! 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 I've just been up in the canyon, spying like you said. I think I seen me a couple of them rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of 4 men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands, so yes, sir, right now.
That sarcasm's most unbecoming, Eli. It's gonna hold you back in life, even worse than your lazy eye. All right, let's go. You ride with us again, Marston?
Will you help me?
I will try.
It'd be my pleasure.
government, Marston.
I don't work for the government.
Well, I got a telegram from some federal clowns in Blackwater that says otherwise.
Are you some kind of vigilante?
You don't look like no government, boy.
I guess it's complicated. I came because it was made impossible for me not to.
You sure are a tight-lipped son of a bitch, mister.
I guess I am. I ain't gonna dig this hole no deeper.
Ain't you all proud and superior? Don't forget you need us more than we need you. Bill Williamson folded you up like an empty purse the last time, if I remember correctly.
Simmer down, Jonah.
Listen to your boss, Jonah. There's a good boy. Otherwise, I'll put a hole in your hillbilly head and watch your tiny brain drain out.
I'll be honest with you, Marston. I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal, neither am I.
I try to keep the federal boys happy. I mean, we need all the help we can get. But what does a flannel-mouthed city boy who's never forked a bale of hay in his life know about a state like New Austin?
Nothing, I reckon.
All this manifest destiny hogwash, taming a wild land, bringing modernization and betterments to the West. Not far now. Eyes open, boys. All right, leave the horses here and follow me. Let's go. Stay alert, boys. Be ready, boys. We're probably going to be outnumbered.
And those bastards ain't short on firepower, neither.
Let's see how many there are. If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke the sons of bitches.
Music to my ears, Marshal.
Look out! Rustler guard! Gun them down! Fire! Are you gonna...
You got one.
There's one more for the vultures.
One for the government, boy.
Let's split up. You take the left, boys. I'll go right. Marston, you can go with the deputies or cover me.
My God. Stop falling behind. We gotta push forward.
Come on then, Marston. Just make sure you don't slow me down. There's a couple of the rat bastards. All right, come on, Marston. Let's push on. Damn you. Look, the deputies are making progress. They're still coming! Get those thieving bastards! Come on, let's clear out that camp. Watch yourself. Looks like they have some backup. Come on! Let's get these sons of bitches! Tell the ballers to give themselves up, or we'll kill every last one of you! You got one! That bastard won't be rustling no more.
What am I doing here?
Nice shot! Looks like that's all the sons of bitches. I'll head up the ridge to scout it out. See if there's any spare ammo in that camp. Let's go, Marston! We gotta keep moving! Let's push it. Watch out. Looks like there's a couple of snipers over there. Look out! There are them snipers! Oh my good God! Let's clear out tight spaces once and for all!
Move and you're dead!
Come on, let's get to the rest of the boys. Damn fine shooting, boys. Come on, let's regroup.
What have we got here?
This looks as good a spot as any. Gather around and listen up. Let's try to sneak up on them. The closer we are, the less chance they have of making a run for it. Good shooting, boy!
God damn it!
Surrender, or I'll kill you all! That bastard won't be rustling no more.
Excuse me, partner. I ain't getting fresh. You know you're gonna die, right?
Looks like the bollards won't be rustling again anytime soon. Quick, let's get those hostages free.
Thanks, Marshal. We're indebted to you with our lives.
Just get them cattle back safe.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Yes, well done.
Now, about Williamson.
I'll do what I can. You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum.
Say that again.
Well, one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. West Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. West Dickens, the tonics merchant. He was due in town last week.
Oh, the narcotic and bat piss salesman. Who cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
You hear that, Marston? We just butchered a gang of thieves, and the town is up in arms about a missing snake oil merchant. I am so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
какие деньжищи. Кстати. Ты, надеюсь, ничего не выпил? А, вот на этом. Просто помнил мне одну игру, где там тоже можно менять расположение. И просто немножечко неудобно вот этот момент был, который сейчас мне показывала эта камера. Поэтому надо было сделать именно так. Ну, вернуть так, как говорится, было. Так, кто там у нас еще один валяется? И, кстати, тут не валялся. Так, значит, я близок к Бонни Макфлайера, да? То есть, получается, эта недвижимость пока что... О, тут еще незнакомый человек вот тут показывает. Тут пока что не буду сохраняться, получается, а буду сохраняться вот там. Ну ладно. Зато хоть когда прибуду туда, то у меня, собственно, средства уже будут. Кстати, насчет средства. Ага, можно смело сохраняться, потому что уже скоро будет ночь. А, это не буду. Хотя лучше, конечно же, стоит, потому что это тоже как-никак средство для прибыли небольшое, но тут Дикий Запад, тут все было куда по-другому, так сказать. То есть раньше доллар был ой как много. А, то есть, собственно, не так уж и далеко, да? Ага, тут еще можно лагерь сделать, да? Ну, я уже как бы близок к вот этой штуке, так что... Что там еще? Ой, зря. Согласен. Эй. Ну вот. А я и хотел сохраниться. Теперь некоторые бабосики, сука, говорится, под хвост. Только 93, да? Вроде потерял не так много, но все равно обидно за некоторые бабосики. Кстати, а вот такое сейчас время, да? Ладно, вроде бы есть средства, чтобы немножко деньжат вернуть. Сейчас мы это и испытаем, испробуем. Все, как говорится, в этом духе. Если, конечно, повезет. Получить имеется в виду деньги. Повезет.
На этом все. Благодарим вас за просмотр. Увидимся в будущем.